So we got Louisiana rap lyrics that really happened, bro. Oh my God. Let's go.
The most disrespectful Louisiana rap lyrics that really happened. And let's start things off with NBA Youngboy. Because
Lord. Oh shit. Now y'all know Youngboy got a whole bunch of drill songs.
At Trolls, he said, got him trying to troll. Drove that he can't get no feature. Youngboy was referring to Jay the Youngin with this bar. Because before Jay was tragically shot and killed in July, he was in a wild beef with Youngboy. And their beef was random because back in 2018, Jay told DJ Vlad,
I'm a fan of Youngboy music.
He's dope.
Yeah.
You know, No Smoke, that rotation forever.
Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state.
And they eventually dropped the song.
Wait. They was beefing and he wanted a feature? Wait. Huh?
Together, named Up With Me. That's pretty underground.
Oh, they
but
did.
Things eventually went left after Jay the Youngin posted a snippet of a song he had featuring Youngboy on Instagram. Because Youngboy wasn't rocking with it when he saw the post and commented, delete this, since he said he doesn't rock with Jay like that. So Jay deleted the post, and a couple of weeks later, he went live saying he doesn't care about that song, and no one isn't going to disrespect him.
I'm a real I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't no disrespect me, and I just feel like they slide. No, I don't really like that.
Then, not long after this, Jay dropped a song named 38K and aired out the situation. Because on the song, he said, you put that comment on my post, they laughed about that.
Oh, shit. Oh, you put that comment on my post, they laugh about that shit. But I was laughing when your baby mama gagged. Oh, shit. Hold on, shit, they got serious.
Laughing when your baby mama gagged all on my... And according to him, he was hooking up with one of NBA Youngboy's baby mamas. So that's what caused static between them. It's also rumored that Youngboy tried to spin on Jay after he dropped his song. Because Youngboy even dropped a video explaining how Jay the Youngin was running and hiding when he saw them.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man.
Yo.
Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. And you caught the cut and left another fat man in the blind.
Oh my God.
We cloud the whole scene.
And his affiliate, Quando Rondo, even hopped in the situation, saying people keep taking Jay's stuff.
Man, listen, cuz you got your took 2 times. You down there go to prison and get your took. You get some money.
Yo.
And not long after those videos surfaced on the internet, Jay responded by saying how both what Quando and Youngboy were talking about wasn't true.
Hey, somebody need to come take both of you the phone. One of you screaming on the phone like a mad, like you mad at the phone. The other tweeting about.
But this is nothing compared to what's coming up in a minute. But first, let's talk about a lyric from Lit Yoshi. Because in his song Blastin', he describes how he caught his op lacking. Left him slumped under the car, he had his pistol. Lit Yoshi is a Baton Rouge rapper who has released many singles and albums.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Self-snitching is insane, though. Like, left him slumped under his car. Like, nigga, you just put yourself at the scene. Oh my God.
He had his pistol. Lit Yoshi is a Baton Rouge rapper who has released many singles and albums, such as Runts, Straight Facts, and many more. He's also very close to Fredo Bang and a member of TBG. So Youngboy, along with anyone affiliated with them, are automatically his enemies. And after G Money passed, Lit Yoshi kept the beef alive. Because with this line, he was referencing to NBA Dump, Youngboy's manager, that was killed in a shooting back in May 2018. Because Dump was outside his house chilling with his people until a vehicle drove by and let off some shots. He, along with his girlfriend, were both hit, and unfortunately, he didn't survive. And according to Yoshi, Dump had a weapon on him. But since the shooting was so unexpected, no one could have even prepared for it. But it doesn't stop there, because on a song named Runts, Lit Yoshi Drop was dedicated to disrespecting Dump. Because at the beginning of the video, there's a clip of a toy.
He called it Runts. Oh, shit.
Dump truck rolling by that references Dump. And the disses in this song were so bad that he had to delete the original version and release a censored version to avoid legal problems. Because in the uncut version, he said things like, that boy, yeah, I hit his partner up, and chest shot, arm shot, neck shot, don't give a. And that's extremely disrespectful. But this wasn't Yoshi's only time rapping about some real life situations, because this song is probably one of the reasons he's locked up now. Because in Straight Facts, he says, same day he dropped that video, I pulled up where he at in Miami. And Yoshi is dissing YoungBoy with this line, because in May 2019, YoungBoy was in Miami for the Rolling Loud Festival. And when him and his girlfriend were leaving the resort, a black truck pulled up on the side of them and let off shots. And YoungBoy wasn't hit, but his girlfriend was grazed by the bullet. And one innocent bystander was unfortunately killed. And Yoshi, along with Fredo Bang, got arrested in Miami back in 2021 on outstanding warrants they had in Louisiana. And Fredo didn't have to sit down too long, but Yoshi, on the other hand, remains locked up for 7 counts of attempted murder, including the YoungBoy Miami situation. And after being held for a year, he pled guilty to the charges and was sentenced to 15 years in prison and hard labor. But those aren't even the wildest Louisiana lyrics we have, because on YoungBoy's song named Poor One, he lets his feelings out, explaining how his close
god damn, bro, it's been straight YoungBoy, bro. Holy
friend had an affair with his sister. I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul and had with my sister. With these lyrics, he was letting everyone know how he felt about G Money. Because before YoungBoy blew up, he and G Money were very cool with each other. And YoungBoy even looked up to him as a big brother. But eventually, YoungBoy strayed away from G Money and TBG to start his own label.
I ain't gonna lie though, that they both wrong in that situation though. His sister and the nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You his mans and you his sister. Sleeping with, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's
since the guys in TBG weren't really helping him or showing him much support. And at first, there weren't any issues until YoungBoy linked up with his cousin, Boozilla, who repped BBG and was some of TBG's ops. So YoungBoy and G Money started dissing each other.
Damn.
Don't impress me, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Copycat. You the next you see me do, you wanna do, but you supposed to be up though.
What you don't like me or something like that or rap? What you I'm saying, like, what you got something against me?
Oh, I'm talking about you don't like this and that. You ain't no for you to like, you hear me?
And things even got so bad that G Money started bragging about how he slept with YoungBoy's sister. And the beef eventually got so serious that it led to gun violence. Because on September 10th, 2017, the police investigated the NBA crew immediately after this happened. But it took several years before they finally made an arrest. Because last year, NBA Pap was arrested for G Money's murder. And he told the police he was out of town the day the shooting happened. But his cell phone records showed that he was lying and wasn't out of town. But in these next lines, this rapper explains how his op was broke and kept begging him for a feature. Because in the song NBA Smoke, Scotty Kane said, cause you had a round just for protection, and continued by saying, you came riding every just for the feature. Scotty Kane was talking about NBA YoungBoy with these bars. Because after
YoungBoy again? Oh my God.
At his problems with TBG, he started working with Scotty Kane, dropping a song named Homicide, and both of these artists were blowing up. But after a while, Scotty made a video explaining how he was getting tired of YoungBoy begging him to do songs and go half on music videos and shoes.
Rolled my cousin. Yeah, I came to the studio. He begged me to do the first verse. I did not want to do it. I thought about it. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this little chance. I did the verse. Your asked me to put some on your shoes. You not with my label, so you.
And this led them to start going back and forth with each other. And things eventually got so bad to the point that Scotty Kane pulled a gun out on YoungBoy one night in the studio. And YoungBoy started crying since he trusted Scotty. So after this, YoungBoy responded with a diss of his own named Who You Supposed to Be. And on the song, he said, Drew down with that burner and ain't use it. What's that supposed to be? Tears falling down my face, still letting them know it ain't no in me. With these bars, YoungBoy was explaining how the situation between him and Scotty went down. And after this, Scotty started doing interviews saying how he wasn't trying to beef or kill anybody since he was focusing on getting his kids and family out of the hood. And in another interview, he said he regrets doing that song since his goal wasn't to beef.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, even though NBA Smoke did so many views, I regret it. You feel me? Like, I'ma honestly say that. Like, I didn't want to do that.
But YoungBoy wasn't letting it slide. Since one night back in 2020, Scotty Kane was in the studio recording until a group of members affiliated with NBA ambushed him and reportedly attacked Scotty so bad that he lost some of his teeth. And before we move on, subscribe really quick. But now, let's talk about a song named Lately by Fredo Bang. Because in this song, he said, Lil One went to jail. He was hiding like some turtles. And the Lil One Fredo is referring to is NBA YoungBoy. These two rappers have...
Bro, is YoungBoy in every rap beef in Louisiana?
Been bumping heads
Or
for
maybe
years.
he's just saying, yo, he should have just titled this NBA YoungBoy like rap beefs or something.
Due to the G Money and TBG situation. And he's been trying to get at YoungBoy since then. And a month before Fredo dropped this song, YoungBoy had got locked up in Louisiana for drug and gun charges, but was eventually released on house arrest. But the thing is, he has to serve his time on probation at his house in Utah, far away from Baton Rouge, so he doesn't get in any more trouble. So Fredo was looking at this situation like YoungBoy was dodging the smoke. But that isn't the only lyric that really happened from the song, because Fredo Bang also said, put him in a wheelchair, you would think he banged Crip. And right here, he is talking about NBA KD, because back in April 2019, KD was involved in a shooting that left his body paralyzed from the waist down. And Lil Yoshi even explained how the shooting went down in his song Toe Tag, since he says, fell down face first, then his back got to jumping. And YoungBoy recently spoke on how he found out about—
Bro, like that's the second line where he put that guy put himself in the scene. Hey man, this is rap lyrics that really happened. So
KD getting shot in his song I Don't Talk. He said, pick up my phone, KD just got gunned down. But Fredo Bang doesn't stop there, because he also raps about how one of his ops got hit in the face. Since his song named Barefoot, he says, he was talking, they hit his face. Now he can barely grin. He's referring to BBGD with this line, another NBA associate, because on November 16th, 2020, D was hit in the face and rushed to the hospital and eventually recovered. But his smile would never be the same. He even made an Instagram video of him trolling Fredo Bang by playing a diss that was directed toward him and zooming in on his lip.
Outside they better take it in. He was talking in his face, now he can barely grin. If he ain't
And NBA YoungBoy isn't the only rapper who dissed TBG members, because NBA Big B took shots at Boulevard Quick in his song named Demon Baby, saying that had tried to run, all I seen was his back pockets. And YoungBoy also made fun of Boulevard Quick in his song The Last Backyard, because he said he ran his mouth about topping them, got the drop, and then we popped them. And they're so heavy on dissing Boulevard Quick since he's also rumored to be one of the shooters for NBA Dump's murder, because after Boulevard Quick got released from jail, he was on a mission to get revenge for the death of G Money. So after NBA Dump was murdered, TBG started dissing him every chance they could. And things between TBG and NBA got so heated that YoungBoy's mom jumped in and told YoungBoy's ops to leave him alone. But Boulevard Quick wasn't hearing that and responded telling her to mind her business, which really pissed YoungBoy off. So just a few weeks later, Boulevard Quick was murdered right outside of the apartments where he lived. So in this bar, YoungBoy is describing exactly what happened to Boulevard Quick, since Quick started dissing too much without knowing the consequences. And recently, YoungBoy has slowed down on dissing since he's pushing the Stop the Violence campaign, but Lil Durk hasn't. So click this video right here to see times Lil Durk humiliated rappers.
bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking, bro. I did not expect it all to be YoungBoy. YoungBoy was in every single one, but that's the Louisiana rap lyrics that really happened, bro. So if you got any other ones y'all want me to react to, you write it down in the comments. Y'all remember to subscribe. Y'all remember to focus on yourself, and I love y'all. Peace out.